Gotta add some story. I think they have a pretty good draft, and I'm not really in love with that last pick Beastmaster from NIP. I think this hero doesn't really do that great versus Gyrocopter in lane.
They do push away OG. We'll see if they get the bounty advantage.
It's a good early game play that really just doesn't really have it doesn't have a lot of consequences. So as long as you're fast out of the well, you can go stand on a high ground, and maybe you get lucky and get a free first blood.
Saksa joining Sumail No-Tail here, trying to put some pressure, see if they can get a first blood, and the bounty runes as well. You can see No-Tail's running back for it. He's like, maybe you guys can get this kill by yourselves. I want the bounty rune. He doesn't get it, but his team does get the first blood. Nicely played by OG. Looks like Seneko will manage to get the bounty runes on the other side. Era chased away by another rocket. We can see this lane is definitely being pressured, but Gyrocopter is focusing so much on pressuring the opposing heroes that he doesn't actually have that good a CS.
Taking a lot of damage right now, and No-Tail used his tether on a creep, so that's on cooldown for a bit.
Yeah, that's a little awkward. Sumail, they do have a few more Fire Spirits with the Icarus dive there. It looks like Sumail's going to go down. The boards are going to chase him, and Ninjas the Pajamas caused the upset here and win a lane that they probably shouldn't have. What happened with No-Tail clicking a creep?
He was trying to connect the hard camp pull.
Oh, okay.
But they were just kind of on a different... They were on... Sumail got too far up, and they decided they could go on him. And I think once they saw that the Wisp was tethered to a creep, and he couldn't... Oh, look at mid.
Yeah, look at this, Supreme. If only he had the mana for that next Breathe Fire, he could actually kill Thompson. That would just be insane.
All right, this is huge. Right here is the 4-minute rune. Thompson has an empty bottle.
If they can manage to take that away from Thompson, he's going to make a break for the top lane, but there's Era on the other side, and he's going to be met with a Dragon Tail. A beautiful gank by them. He tosses away the Dragon Knight, hoping that he'd be able to stun and get the rune to fill up his bottle to stay alive, but it's not the case. Thompson goes down.
Arrow with the second kill.
Yeah.
Well, he lost his chicken, though, because Sox got a haste bottom. Yeah, or he can... I like to make my moves at position 5 where I'm not having impact in lane after the 5-minute bounty runs.
Stun comes up. Can they actually burst him down? I don't think so. Not even close. Supreme takes barely any damage whatsoever, and now if the Icarus dive slows down Thompson or even just the body blocking from Era, they should manage to get this kill. Thompson sneaks ahead of him, though. A couple more shots would seal it, but stun comes out. Seneko, he's not going to be able to get this kill, it looks like. Era's still chasing after him. Thompson turned around. Saberlight, that's why. He was on the other side of things. They did a nice job corralling him in and securing that kill. Damn, look at all those tips to Thompson.
Coordinated. It helps me so much as a 5-position player, but I mean, most core players just don't really do it.
Yeah.
So if you have that experience as a 5 player, and you know how important it is for you to have this ward in a certain situation, then you can just do it as a 4, and it makes everyone's game so
heavy
easier.
Rotation from Ninjas of Pajamas. They lead off with the roar with Supreme making his way up here. He's going to get the follow-up stun on No-Tail. That'll probably be 2 kills unless he gets away with that tether. Mid-one. He rotated in to try and bail out OG, but I think the damage is already quite hefty here. He only gets the 1-man call. He's diving into all these heroes. A 2-man impale to follow it up, and Thompson's going to be able to get the toss onto Era as well. The Phoenix does go down. A stomp out. Lands onto 2. Mid-one immediately woken up by the boar that was there. Dropping very low. Has another call if he wants to amp up his armor, but it looks like it's not needed. They actually have to back away because now Sumail, his death timer is so small that he was able to come back into this fight with the Battle Hunger on a Saberlight. That's going to slow him down quite significantly. He picks up a Centaur, but it's not enough to help him out of this sticky situation. They just stuck around far too long.
Yeah, NIP getting outnumbered here. Morphling is not willing to join fights, and it's OG with the chase here.
They're going to be able to get even more kills. That Centaur, nice stun, but there's still the Avalanche to be able to slow down Supreme. He is so tanky, it's taken a very long time, and maybe it's going to be OG who are in turn going to stick around too long. It's now Sumail dropping lower and lower. The call goes out, doesn't get Era. Era focusing on manage to get the Sumail, and the Centaur again just keeps on landing those hits. The Elder Titan finally goes down, but Era, he was going to die, but he picks up a haste rune now. Just runs away from mid-one. Going to kite him out.
That was Gaben's Centaur, by the way.
Wait, that was...
That was from the medium camp here. The triple stun onto OG.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thompson, Primal Roar. I thought that was Saberlights from when he picked it up.
He had the Satyr up here that died.
Oh, okay.
And then he was still dead.
Damn.
Up until the very end here.
BKB. It's going to be choice for Charlie here. He just rushes up to the high ground because he's got the Aegis. He may lose that Aegis here. The Sunray is not enough to protect him, but it does get mid-one killed.
Blade mail pickup from mid one there. It was super clutch.
They want to try and keep pushing this. There is the buyback from mid one. The relocate is coming in right in the middle of everybody with the gyrocopter BKB. They're going to try and run down Saberlight first, but he's lost No Tail. Mid one comes in with a call. Managed to grab the Morphling as well as the Dragonite Supreme. Dropping low. Might be able to finish him off, but the Supernova once again is going to force OG away. Just beautiful placement from Era every single time to force OG back. And once they're on the retreat, Ninjas the Pajama looks to be able to put them in their grave. 3 dead with no buyback.
Bar.
And you can't, like mid one, he's trying to deal with some of these creep wave pushes in. Without their initiator, OG really can't seem to take a fight confidently here. That's going to be one lane of barracks. Fortunately,
the creeps are already... There were creeps?
Yeah, I think they had one creep wave.
So they might not be able to defend this Rax. And NIP taking the initiative.
Saxa, he's already dead. Ninjas in Pajamas, they strike first. The backdoor protection is back up, though. It's actually going to save this lane of barracks. One more creep wave is on its way in, but they've kind of already lost some of their momentum. They may try and go back in with the rest of this dragon form. In fact, they see an opportunity to blink in and stun up Thompson. They put the Supernova right in front of everybody. BKB Gyrocopter's going to try and deal with it right now, but he can't do it alone, especially with the Primal Roar. He's stunned up long enough for the Supernova to explode, and the double shots from Charlie as he turns into a Gyrocopter with Flat Cannon will put the rest of OG down, and surely that's going to be a GG called from OG. There it is for No Tail.
NIP looked very good in this game. I'd say the Supreme had 2 little mistakes where he got a little over-aggressive, but besides that, I thought overall they just played fantastic.
Snap, are NIP about to cheese Meepo OG out of ESL?
So we'll see what exactly No Tail does with this 5-position puck that is going to be paired up with the Clockwork, while 4 Saxa is behind the Dragonite.
Oh, look, the support man up here. They both... You're trying to like convince the other person that you're stronger than they are.
Yeah, and No Tail's the one to back down because Charlie, he jumps over, but they still get the first blood. The Fortune's End is just enough, and sure enough, just like last time, the tips start rolling in as soon as they see a mistake by OG.
A really long range. Death Prophet hates getting poked. When she has to run,
okay.
It's like... It's the same idea as like... Arc-One's very similar here to Sniper. That if you have to run through a muck of damage and slows and stuns to get to your actual targets, then that's when Death Prophet suffers.
Right. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Or like in the mid to late game, it's more so like heavy burst is really annoying for Death Prophet.
They chained the ensnare, nicely done by Supreme to make sure there was no escape to the orb. He's not out CSing the Dragonite though, which is maybe what you hope to see in what is like a pretty free lane.
Yeah, it's kind of a 1v1 down here for Death Prophet versus DK, and I think DK has a bit of an advantage playing in the safe lane.
Yeah, he certainly can't get harassed out of the lane. Does have slightly less damage than Death Prophet, but
Quelling Blade.
Quelling Blade makes a pretty big difference. And being a melee hero in general, just good attack animation. Sineko killing No Tail again. And the tips roll through. Ninjas the Pajamas, they seem to be banged for blood at this point in time. Really looking forward to knocking OG out of this group stage if they can pull it off. Saxa jumps forward. Era with the Spike Carapace is able to return some damage, but it looks like he's going to burn out. He picked up the bounty rune before he died, but a big kill for Saxa.
Got him.
Looks like Meepo invading a little bit with Sineko on the other side of things. They managed to hold Thompson in place long enough for the Meepo to get on top of him. That burst damage wasn't quite enough, though, and Thompson is still being healed out by the last bit of Purifying Flames. Finally, he did get that kill. Meepo at last reached out and finished him off. So good trade-off of support for a core like that. They're losing so much map control in the meantime, he may not have the time.
Meepo's momentum. And they probably want to try and, I don't know, honestly end the game pretty soon.
They have some sick combinations here, but I'm not sure if they're going to put use to it. A nice Impale comes out, locking up the 2 Arc Wardens, but Saberlight, he is being targeted right now. Fortunately, the Oracle is going to bail him out. He'll probably still die. At the same time, Oracle also goes down. Saberlight has taken so much damage. He managed to pop the double magnetic field. Saberlight's still alive for a little bit longer, but finally he does go down. The real Thompson limps away from the fight. Charlie trying to lay some damage into Samael, but it all turns around. Saberlight and the rest of Ninjas the Pajamas, they're all going to fall here unless Supreme can clean this up for them. He's the only one left alive. OG. Love to be able to kite and keep this Meepo around, but I think they just accept the 1-for-4 exchange, 1-for-5 exchange, excuse me.
Meepo and Death Prophet to be in quite a precarious position, especially the Death Prophet, that which led to Oracle putting himself in a bad position just so he could get the ultimate off to save the Death Prophet, and that ended up getting him killed. And they slowly just
Now
got...
they're going to catch Supreme while some heroes are still out of position from Ninjas the Pajamas. They do have the active onto the clock where it gets perched off by the Oracle. That last Supreme Meepo, he finally runs him down. Mid one gets that kill as he dies, but he says it's all worth it, baby. Saksa, he's also going to fall, and okay, maybe it becomes a little bit more questionable. You've lost 3 for that one Meepo.
Yeah, Charlie about to finish his BKB, though. That'll be a huge boost for NIP's team fight. Yeah, looks like
Mid
Mid
one.
in trouble here.
Yeah. Can't really show up in a lane almost ever against this Meepo by yourself. They are going to make their initiation to mid lane, but Charlie still managed to get off his ultimate, and they couldn't get the silence off before the ultimate. So now this troll is going to be healed up to full, even as the supernova explodes on him. He should get all, not full, but maybe it's enough to be able to keep him alive. A nice 2-man impale from Era, and Charlie keeps it going. He presses forward, finishes off the Phoenix, and now the Exorcism pop by Saberlight. If they can actually just get it disabled, they make sure
Nyx
to throw
has
the
a blink
urn.
in 1 second.
1 more second, he can blink forward. If he hits the impale, they should have Sumail dead to rights, and they do land it. Get on top of Sumail. Big kill. Well done by Era. Canceling the blink with the urn, and then finally landing the blink impale like that. Do you think it goes through BKB?
What?
I mean, because Scotty goes through BKB like the slow, right? So the anti-regen, that might go through BKB as well. I actually have no idea. Be like, interesting to see.
Yeah, I would think it would.
Sumail, he managed to find an opening here, caught the Nyx assassin, managed to stun him before he gets anything off. Charlie, though, is gunning straight for No Tail, while they do have the hook shot onto Saberlight. Saberlight's doing a lot of damage back to mid one, but Saberlight being targeted so heavily is going to be bailed out by the Oracle. Now he turns and finishes off mid one, but Charlie is still tearing it up a storm, pretty much killing anybody he gets on top of. Fortunately, there was the TP escape from Thompson. Sumail, not going to be so lucky, though.
Well, it kind of looked like a good fight at the beginning there for OG, able to pick off the Nyx without him getting any spells off, but...
It's spotted by OG, but it looks like they don't have a plan to defend. Aegis and Cheese for Nip. This could be the beginning of the end for OG.
It would definitely be a MVP quality performance from Thompson if he could.
He did just manage to finish up his MKB, so he does right-click very hard. Problem is, he doesn't have much of a supporting cast, and as they just keep on getting picked off. Mid one's going to be found again. He just died. Fortunately, the hookshot onto No Tail does get him away, but there's Supreme catching up. The nice Cogs pushback. The Nets, they're going to catch him here, but now he's up into the tier 3. He's still going to complete this kill, it looks like. He really wants it badly, diving way past the tier 3s now, but OG...
He's so strong.
Yeah, he really is. And he's able to just heal up the Meepos pretty quickly if he can farm up a camp or two. The Sun Rays, a bit threatening, though. All right, that's a lot of ping. Mid one.
Yeah,
I believe he wants Sumail to get the fuck out of there. Blink away, Sumail! Sumail, no!
Just a BKB port, but there's a basher.
Yeah, there's a bash on Charlie, so Sumail just can't TP out anymore. And very likely to die here unless he survives long enough to Dragon Tail. That's not the case.
Arrow with a little last hit there. Yep.
Yeah,
Take that gold. So that can be some tower damage for them.
Yeah, good way for them to siege. Especially when he's got the Oracle behind him. He could feel a lot more confident, though. You could see that physical damage from Thompson. It's pretty threatening.
No repair kit available for OG.
Rolled poorly, I see. Thompson will lose his Tempest double. Saberlight gets back to it, but Sumail's going to make his initiation. They're going to try and blow up Saberlight as quick as possible, but Supreme has already jumped the backline, killed the Phoenix, gotten on top of the real Arc Warden, and brought him down as well. There is no buyback from Thompson, even if there was one from Saksa. Sumail on the run. They do have the coil locking down some of these heroes, but no, Saksa, he dived in and immediately got scythe-devised by the Meepo. Couldn't get off the Supernova.
I think that's it.
And that is probably just it. GG is called. Saberlight said at the start of this series, he is going to be the one to knock OG out of this tournament, and true to his word, OG is now out of ESL 1 Birmingham.
Well, I wouldn't call it an upset.